Welcome, it's me, Thunder, your host, and in this video I'm going to show you how I made these spring locks. The first part will be how I was planning the spring locks. Then I'm gonna show you how I built them by completely destroying them and then showing you the flaws on this cheap design. And trust me, this is only a very small step ahead to making a spring lock suit, so this isn't big news, but still getting there at some point. If you're new to this channel and you support the idea of making spring locks IRL out of metal, not just 3D printing them, press like and subscribe please, and maybe if you're generous enough, check out my Patreon. You can also just become a free member. Now, back on the video. So, how did I plan out making this massive spring lock design? Now, in an older video where I talked about spring locks, I made an older spring lock version. I made this here, this cardboard thingamajig, and it worked by having this rod that moves on this piece and swivels, which worked fine. I could put it on and stuff and put it off again, and had this inner core. This other hand is completely fabricated out of Lee metal. You can see the difference too on size. I kinda made this too. No wait, that's the arm piece, that's the leg piece. This, you should know, gets onto this leg piece. And another note, if you look at my the Yellow Rabbit cosplay, you can notice that the feet, they're missing those metal pieces on the bottom. Simply because I've been working, you see this hole, you might have even paid attention to that before. That's for this to slide in. And you can see this is then rather perfect to just put in a metal strip on there and plate. I've planned on making this plate too now, but I don't know if it would be a waste or not making this feet or foot instead of making more spring locks. But before I can make more spring locks, like actual spring locks that are not so simply breaking like you see right there, I'm needing to find ways to bond this together, probably with screws or something. So support me on my Patreon so I can get this going on faster. And just $1 a month is enough. Did I also mention that if you're a subscriber on Patreon, you will be the first to see my upcoming projects? Like literally when I made or finished the spring locks, I posted the picture straight to Patreon. How I planned them? Let's go straight to the PC where I used some 3D software to model it.
Do you struggle making cosplays and they don't look accurate enough?
Why doesn't it look like the real thing?
Yeah, many people have that problem. Or maybe you are on the opposite side. You want to help people that don't know how to make cosplays? Or possibly you just want to brag about your own cosplay being the best.
Screw cosplaying.
Well, don't you give up. There's always hope.
What else am I gonna do?
Oh, I know just the thing for you.
Really?
I have a Discord server for you with lots of people that like to help you.
I gotta check that out.
In the description there's a thing called
Discord?
and if you click on that, it will invite you to a Discord server with lots of people wanting to help you, or maybe just to find friends to play video games with. Or you have possibly questions for me, Thunder. Well, you're welcome to ask.
This is great.
You can also check out fans' other creations. There's a lot of them.
Look at all these community creations. And you can post your own too for nothing? For free?
Yes, post your own creations for free.
You should check that out too, man. This is the future.
Maybe not. So join now. The Sweaty Fursuiters, link in the description.
And the people are so nice. Trust me. There's even other creators in there, like The Screen Joker, Technofur, Scrapcraft. Lots of awesome people, so don't miss out on this opportunity.
If you join, I would like to advise you to read the code of conduct and the rules.
Well, welcome to the PC setup. Now, I used a free 3D modeling software called Tinkercad, which I would suggest if you want to just quickly on your PC model things. I also saw you can even model on your tablet or phone, but it's very hard, so not really suggested. Now, the big insides of my modeling works. Over here you can see I completely modeled the entire Springlock suit already, and that's kind of how from my ideas, the most simplest and the most cheapest, the most simplest and the most sense-making Springlock suit, how you could make it. Like said in an older video, with this animation that I made very quickly on Paint, slides back, loosening up, loosening all those hinges, and that's kind of what I 3D modeled here. You can see it has this yellow endoskeleton that then with these slide inside, and because there's springs and kind of locks, they like lock inside, right? They like go inside and they lock inside, so they stand still, and then when you release them with some kind of mechanism, they spring back in their original position. Already made some drawings how to make these spring locks, but until I can't really make them, I don't think I need to plan or 3D model them. For now I'm kind of just doing the whole body, and for prototypes I like I said, hot glued this thingamajig together. I'm showing you also later in the video why you shouldn't hot glue those together. It's very crap. But now, that's how I planned my Springlock suit. I simply just 3D modeled them, and I would also imagine that there's gonna be like here a big door, but I haven't really paid attention on there. What I'm paying attention a lot right now is the head. Like you see this whole eye mechanism. That works miraculously IRL. And I will make a whole video just about the eye. Actually, 2. I'm gonna make one video about the 3D print version, and then how you can make one simply without 3D prints. Which I don't know yet when it's gonna come out, because I don't have any servo motors anymore. So you need to stay tuned whilst I try to make money and order new servo motors. I can't currently order any, I don't have money. But yeah, I already made the eyes, and I'm also thinking about mechanisms for the ears and the head itself. You see here, this head also from the natural Springlock suit. It's gonna slide back. Also very simple hinge design. Like, it's not thought through perfectly, but all I need currently for myself, because I just need to look at this and then get sizes right, and then yeah, boom, I made it IRL. But yeah, there, made this leg spring lock already, and instead of 2 I want to use 3, because the idea I have is the middle one's going to be the main spring lock that you basically pull. You're gonna have like some tool that you move inside the spring lock, you lock it, then you pull it back and it cocks, and with that it's in that position, and then I don't know, by then pressing inside with the tool it unspring locks, but then it's so faulty that you just gotta smack it and it unlocks. I would imagine the simplest thing is like a pen, click and click out, But by having it clicking back again, you just have to push the spring lock back, and it would unspring lock, which is bad. And if the spring lock needs to be the springs are gonna be so hard to pull. I don't think you can do it with your hands. So you need some gear down mechanism leverage thingamajig. Like you'll have a tool that like you put in there, you then very firmly unlock something. It's complicated. So that's simply how I planned the Springlocks through a bit more carefully by completely 3D modeling them and, you know, thinking a lot in my head, imagining how it would work and realistically. Now I come to the more practical place. Like, does it make sense or does it currently work? Now, back to this hunk of metal. Now, you see it has these 2 cylinders, and they do slide, you know, in and out. It's the slightest amount, but I'm too scared to like. Oh, with this one you see it well. They slide in and out of this other cylinder, but I'm too scared to like move them completely because, like I said, this snaps off the metal, like the hot glue, so easily. So we'll have to resume on welding this thingamajig together. But yeah, this looks great already. I'm gonna put it on. I'm curious. Guys, I've put on a Springlock suit. Oh. Didn't take long. Just putting it on. It's already like falling in pieces. Now, so you saw practically how it did not work. It sadly doesn't do the Springlock thing because I don't have the mechanism worked on yet. Just literally glued together and very fragile. So fragile indeed. Just me putting it on once. It made it completely break. But hey, now you can see the mechanism better. It going like in here and then out again. You know, Springlocks, guys. Okay, so let's look at the individual parts. First off, we have these 3 rings, yeah? Then we have these connectors, which I made 3 more thin ones, and then 2 more of thicker ones. These are like the connectors that connect the 3 tubes, and then you have your rods that get connected to the Springlocks, and the rods that get connected to the what's it called again? The rods that get connected to the endoskeleton. How it works, you see? You like move inside of each other, or that's the plan. Now this alone works fine, but then again, you pull it out too much, it pops off like nothing, and it doesn't get together really well yet. I did not even sand or file them down any bit. I wanna like perfection this, but still this is like even lesser of a prototype than a prototype is. So this is just mere playing around. I mean, this endoskeleton part, whew, you could kill someone with it. This even moves and stuff, and it used up working really well. Like it did the sizes for this perfect, like on point. So when I put this under my leg, I still could, like if I put this on, I could move around.
catch is too small, I'ma throw it back. I've done a lot, but I ain't got a lot to show for that. Alright, yeah, let's do that again. If they show love, I'ma show it back. If the catch is too small, I'ma throw it back. I've done a lot, but I ain't got a lot to show for that. Alright, yeah, let's get into it. A lot of things have happened since we last spoke. Like smash hopes, half empty, now this glass is broke. And I'm the captain of this crash boat. So when it's time to sink or swim, I always choose to do the back float. I know that not a lot of humans are as sharp as I am. My modesty's my greatest quality, it's not, I'm lying. I know I'm only just alright with this art of rhyming. No, I'm not applying myself, in fact I'm hardly trying. But just imagine what would happen if I stuck to rapping, man. I'd probably have a helicopter and a couple mansions with some guard dogs and a bunch of fans they love attacking. Probably not, but it's fun to imagine. Hey yo, I can't complain at where I'm at, I'm just happy to be here. I'd be ecstatic if we happen to have a repeat here. Thanks to Pro Leader, I'm rapping the heaters while passing the reefer, man, that's what I call having a breather. If they show love.
So if you like this little showcase video about my spring lock, right over here is a video about how I made the spring lock. A tutorial actually, where I step-by-step guide you how to make it. So go check that out right now, because I worked on it hard and not really. But still, check it out. I will love you too. And see you in my next video. Bye bye.